Hello Captains, this is Kent again and welcome to the flight show. So what we're going to be doing is an approach on Madeira. I actually had done a full flight and I had narrated it, but it turned out that I turned off the microphone, so none of the sound from the flight or none of the sound from my narration took place in the other flight. So this is after production narration. So thought I'd just talk you through the approach, which is pretty much the exciting part about this. So we are in a 737-800 without winglets, as you can see, and we are approaching Madeira, which has a really interesting approach that you have to turn towards the side of a mountain to get to this runway. So we're going through that procedure, and we're right about to turn onto our approach. And here it begins. So let's go through it. If you look on the screen here, you can tell that you have kind of this curved route or procedure turn that you take to go on final. And we are now currently going through that procedure turn. I'm sorry that I didn't have that narration because having some really interesting discussions with the flight attendant trying to get her to bring me some coffee and board passengers, and you know, never should have went out with her. She's just been having an attitude ever since then. It's kind of my fault. You know how it is. Had a few drinks, things got out of hand, but never mind that. So anyway, as we approach the next waypoint, as you can see on the screen, we're about to be turning. It's time to reduce speed, so we're going to pull the throttles back, and we're going to get down and take this approach at about 160 knots. So I'll, at this point, turn on the air brakes to slow down a little bit more, and we're just gently going into our RNAV approach. So it actually, everything looked really good on this. I was really happy. So as you can see here, what was I checking on there? I don't even remember. Oh, yes, I was looking at what the altitude restriction was. So, as you can see, the mountain, really it's an island that has a very big peak, is coming into view. And pretty soon you should see the lights that kind of guide you to the runway. And as soon as you spot those, then it's a pretty clear path. Right? This is where I am taking control of the aircraft, my aircraft right here. And now it's all me. I am using auto throttle. And you can see the lights just above the glare shield. There he goes. And we just follow those lights into the runway. So let's just see how well I do this. I have to admit that when I was flying in, I was a little nervous. Because I've tried this approach many times before, and I've landed it, but it was never, you know, picture perfect like you'd expect of a professional pilot hitting this. So I was really trying to get it. Now, other than one little error that I made, I actually was really proud of this approach. But I forgot to hit the auto brakes. So in the last second, I'm actually trying to crank them up, and I look down, which I would never do in real life. Because I think I dropped a little low during that process, but we recovered it very well. But other than that, I was just like, why did I have to do that to ruin what was otherwise a really good approach? So we're a tad high, but nothing too dramatic, and now we're about to set this puppy on the ground. It's a really nice airport in the detail. Okay, here's where I'm putting on the auto brake. Quickly slap that into maximum, pull up, and then nice gentle touchdown.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Then we roll out. Maximum brake effect. And it was really gentle at that, so I honestly cannot complain. But as you can imagine, what does this landing look like, you know, from the outside? So let's take a minute to replay and show you what the approach looks like as an observer at the airport, like say the tower. Now the one thing about me using the replay by FS Packages is that it did not show my flap position. So that was the only little thing that I was kind of bummed about. But other than that, it was actually a pretty good approach. So let's take a look here. So as you can see, the flaps are not being animated right now, but everything else was, so I can't complain too much. But it gives you an opportunity to see, you know, from the tower's position of me coming down. I'm getting a little bit of stuttering, but I think that's just the hard drive loading film. I don't know if that's going to show up on my narration or not. But nevertheless, here we have our nose up, cut engines, and we just gently touch down on the runway.
Too low, terrain.
And reversers kick in. Really nice. And the max brakes brought it down, so I could use the first exit taxiway, so I was happy about that. And now we will show you from the wing position.
Don't sink, terrain, terrain. Pull up.
I imagine if you were a passenger, this would look a little nerve-wracking.
Too low, terrain.
Gentle touchdown. Reverses and spoilers deployed. Excellent. Okay, so now that we've done that, all that's left is for us to taxi to the gate. So we came in on gate 7, and we're parked next to an Airbus 321, I believe. And we'll have, you know, GSX ground services waiting on us when we get there. Uneventful taxi. Very nice approach. Other than that last nose seemed to be a little down. You know, practice makes perfect, and so that's obviously something that I have to work on landing at this airport. And I will most definitely be landing here again. I mean, you pay this money for a airport, you better get some mileage out of it. Okay, so we should be coming up on our gate momentarily. Nothing too crazy going on. There's the mobile. I don't think you call those jetways per se. The jetway would be coming from the building. That's just staircases that they roll up. But that's cool. Yeah, we got like Monarch and British Airways already here. One of the reasons I chose Thomas Cook is because that is an aircraft that, you know, flies to this particular airport. Trying to keep it, you know, somewhat realistic, or rather as realistic as possible. So now there's the marshaller, and we just bring this bad boy in. I don't know about any of you, but GSX version 2 cannot wait. I've been like looking every day for them to release it. We'll just have to see. Okay, I stopped a little short here. Give it a little bit of throttle. Bring it up. And then we park this bad boy. Alright, there we go. Alright, and all that is left is to disembark. So, deboarding. I cannot wait to see those passengers coming out of the actual airplane when GSX version 2 comes out. So stoked. Well, hey, I hope you liked this little post that I did. I would like to ask you to subscribe. leave a couple of likes. And as I had meant to do the entire flight for you, other than, cutting out cruising altitude, what I was able to put together, I thought you would find interesting with the after production narration, just opening up the doors so the passengers can get out. But nevertheless, I appreciate you watching, and I'll just let you finish out the rest of the video. Thanks, Thomas. You all take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.